Hi, my name is Ross. Thank you for tuning in to Beautiful Hot Yoga at Home. Today we have Mackenzie who's going to demo your power class for you today. So she's going to start lying down on her mat with the feet towards the front of her mat and her head towards the back wall, finding our Savasana here, allowing her toes to fall out to the side, arms to relax down. Just taking a moment here to become present on your mat. At your at-home practice, I want to invite you to really check into your mat today. There's so many distractions that we can find in our home, in our lives that keep us busy, quite a bit different than our hot room. So taking this time here to maybe set an intention or a focus for your practice today, knowing that when distractions arise, you can choose to stay present and stay aware. In your practice today, at any point in time, if you're feeling overwhelmed or tired, sore, you can always modify, coming down to your knees, taking rest, whatever you need. Flowing in our practice today, we're going to come back to our breath, so taking a moment here to check in with your breath, maybe placing one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, feeling the deep inhales through your nose, deep exhales out your nose, moving at your own pace here. Maybe you count in for 4 and then a count out for 4. Or you can just choose to breathe in until you feel that there is no more room to breathe in and let go even more than you thought you could. Taking 3 more breaths wherever you are at here. Slow inhales through the nose. Slow exhales out the nose, allowing your breath to be your guide for your practice today. In our power class today, we will connect our breath with our movement, but before we do that, we will work into each posture, finding strength, finding alignment, finding stability, and then continue to move throughout this ladder flow. From here, on your next inhale, bring your right knee up and into your chest, interlacing all 10 fingers 2 inches below your right knee, including your thumbs. From here, begin to relax through your right foot and then flex through your left, feeling your left calf re-engaged with your mat or your floor beneath you. Slight tuck of the chin to feel your spine re-engage with the mat below you. On your inhales, find length through the spine, and on your exhales, pull your knee tighter into your chest. Continuing with this breath pattern for yourself as you move in deeper. Strong inhales, strong exhales, working your knee in towards your chest, maybe your right armpit here, finding just a slight bit of discomfort as you continue to move with your breath. One more deep inhale, deep exhale, pull tighter, and then release your right leg down to meet your left. On your next inhale, bring your left knee up and into your chest, interlacing all 10 fingers 2 inches below your left knee. From here, relax through your left foot, and then flexing through your right as you feel your leg re-engage with the mat beneath you. Again, a slight tuck of your chin, and we'll connect with our breath here. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, pull your knee up and in towards your chest. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful job continuing with your breath here. One more deep inhale, deep exhale, and release your left leg to meet your right. On your next inhale, bring both knees up and into your chest, reaching around for opposite hands, wrists, elbows, whatever you can find accessible here. Then bringing your spine back down to the mat. Again, maybe slight tuck of the chin, feeling that compression on your stomach here as you pull your knees up and into your chest. You can move with your breath here, finding your deep inhales. And on your exhale, pulling your knees in tighter. Just one more round of breath here. Deep inhale, deep exhale, and release your legs long. From here, we're going to move into some flowing bridges here to warm up our back. So bringing your knees or up towards the ceiling, your feet planted on the ground. You can double check your alignment here by seeing if you can swipe your ankles with your hands, keeping your feet shoulder or hip distance apart. Beautiful job. On your inhales, you're going to lift your hips up towards the ceiling, sending your arms towards the back of your mat. And on your exhale, moving your hands back down, hips meet your mat. Deep inhale, arms up and over your head. Exhale, hips back down, arms back by your mat. One more time. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Beautiful job. From here, we're going to work into our core by beginning with some bicycle crunches here. So bringing your hands behind your head. Beautiful job. Getting your feet off the ground here. We're going to move slowly and move with breath. So inhale, and on your exhale, bringing your left elbow to meet your right knee, extending your legs out long. Inhale, slowly move, and on your exhale, tap right elbow, left knee, moving with your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, keeping your shoulders lifted off the ground, moving with your breath. If you feel a little too tired or overwhelmed, you can always bring your shoulders back down to the mat, but bringing your belly button in, engaging through your core. One more time to each side. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Beautiful job. And then bring your shoulders back down, arms by your side. You can plant your feet here, maybe windshield wiper your legs out side to side, just finding a little break here before we do one more core activation here. So we're going to move into a dead bug position. This is pretty similar to what you had just done with your bicycle. So arms are going to point straight up towards the ceiling. You're going to find a tabletop position with your legs, bringing your shins parallel with the ceiling. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend opposite arms and opposite legs here. So take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, right hand, left leg, extend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, extend your right leg, left hand. Inhale. Exhale, opposite. Moving with your breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. One more time to each side. Stay strong. Keep your core engaged. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Then coming back to center whenever you're ready. Bring your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe bring your forehead up to your knees, rounding through your spine. Then when you're ready, switch your grip to the back side of your legs as you create a rock and roll on your mat, massaging out your spine, taking about 3 to 4 rocks here, moving as slowly as you'd like. You can hold at the top or hold on your shoulders. Find something that feels good. Whenever you have reached that 3rd or 4th rock, rolling over on your shins, coming to a tabletop here. Don't worry too much about alignment as we begin because we're going to start moving into some atypical movements here. So in our atypical movements, what we're trying to do is work into any sticky areas in the body. So maybe that's bringing your hips to your heels. You can tuck your toes if you'd like, rolling out through the shoulders, moving side to side. This authentic movement is your time here to just work into the body, finding those sticky areas. Warming up, you can move the position of your hands off your mat side to side, maybe dipping a shoulder, rolling out through the wrists. Just taking about 3 more breaths wherever you're at. Finding your intuitive movements here. Then when you're ready, we're going to begin to find stillness in our tabletop. So double checking your alignment here. Wrists will be stacked directly below your shoulders. Knees directly below your hips, fingertips spread wide, pointer fingers facing the top of your mat. We'll begin to move through some cat-cows here. So on an inhale, hammock your belly down, gaze goes up. And on your exhale, round through your spine, tuck your chin, articulating this movement in your spine. Inhale. Exhale. We'll move through one more cat-cow here, moving slowly with your breath. Inhale, belly down, gaze goes up. And on your exhale, belly button to spine, tuck your chin. Beautiful job. Then coming back to that tabletop. From here, we're going to meet in a high plank. So extending your feet towards the back of your mat. High up on those back toes. Again, hands are still shoulder distance apart. Fingertips spread wide, protracting through your shoulders here. We're going to take our cat-cows a step farther here. So when we bring, I'll cue it in just a second, but when we bring our knee up and into our chest, we're going to keep it there and move through that cat-cow movement. So on an inhale, point and lift your right leg. On your exhale, round it in. Inhale, drop your knee all the way down to the mat. Gaze goes up, just like our cow pose. On our exhale, you're going to tuck your chin, bring your knee up and into your chest, round through the spine. 2 more times. Inhale, shin down, gaze goes up. Exhale, round through your spine, tuck your chin, really bring that knee up and in. 1 more time. Inhale, drop it down, gaze up. Exhale, round through your spine. Inhale, extend that right leg long. Exhale, right leg meets your left. Stay with it here. Keep protracting through your shoulders. Stay strong. Inhale, point lock and lift your left leg. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, shin goes down, gaze goes up. Exhale, round through your spine and tuck your chin. Inhale, drop your shin down. Exhale, round through your spine. 1 more time, stay with it here. Inhale, shin down, gaze goes up. Exhale, round through the spine. Really bring that knee up and in. Inhale, extend your right leg, left leg long. Exhale, left leg meets your right. Beautiful job. Take a deep breath here. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Then when you're ready, lift your hips high, finding your first down dog of the day. Great job. As you move into your first down dog of the day, I'll invite you just to pedal it out here, find some movements just like we did in our cat or our tabletop position before we moved into our cat-cows. So maybe that's pedaling out right, left, right. Maybe dropping your heels to one side or the other. Taking whatever you need here before we begin to find some stillness. Once you found your movements here, we're going to begin to double check our alignment. So checking your hands here, making sure they're shoulder distance apart, fingertips spread wide, weight in your first 3 knuckles. Hips are lifted high, working your heels down towards the ground. Your toes and heels are the same distance apart, about hip distance. If you need a visual for what that would look like, it's a 2 fist distance if you were to put your fists together. As Mackenzie checks here. Beautiful job. Finding our stillness here. We're going to begin to connect our breath with our movement with our sun ace here. So on an inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Move through this 2 more times. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, engage through your core. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, inhale, circle sweep your arms all the way up. On your exhale in our sun ace, we're going to find a back bend. So finding a back bend, however you'd like to get there, you can cactus or arms straight. Inhale back through center. And then on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands shoulder distance apart. Step your feet back, meeting in a high plank. I'll walk you guys through one modified flow here. That way, if you'd like to, at any point in your practice to move into a modified flow, you have an example of what that looks like. So we're going to drop our knees down to our mat, zipper up our toes and our heels, and what we're trying to have is a straight line from our knees all the way out through the top of our head. So take an inhale to prepare. On an exhale, you're going to lower down all the way to your belly, keeping your elbows in by your side. Inhaling into your cobra, little to no weight in your hands. And on your exhale, coming back down, you can press back through a child's pose or tuck your toes and lift your hips high, moving back into your dog. That's your modified flow. You're welcome to take that at any point in your practice if you'd like. You can also just hold a high plank and lift your hips high, coming back to that down dog. We'll always meet in down dog, so if you ever lose us, this is the place to come back to. On your inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep your arms all the way up. On your exhale, take your back bend. Inhale through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands shoulder distance apart, meeting back in a high plank. I'm going to walk through a flow here, so Mackenzie's going to move just a little bit slower before we move with breath. So she's high up on her back toes, protracting through her shoulders. And on her inhale, she's going to lower down, or she's going to prepare. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhaling into her up dog, only hands and feet on the ground. And on her exhale, she's going to roll over her toes, lift her hips high, moving back to her down dog. So that's our flow for today. We'll move with breath from here on out. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms up. Exhale, take your back bend. Inhale through center. And on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, plant your hands shoulder distance apart. Take your flow, lowering down halfway. On your inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips high, down dog. Let's take 2 breaths here. Continuing to come back. Deep inhales through your nose. Deep exhales through your nose. One more time before we move through our last sun A. When you are ready, on your next inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep. Exhale, look back, go back, finding your back bend. Inhale, reach high, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and take your flow. Your exhale takes you down halfway, inhaling into your up dog or cobra, and then lift your hips high, down dog. Again, finding 2 breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose. After your second breath, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, sitting low, rising into your chair. Finding our first chair of the day here. Double checking your alignment. Toes and heels are zippered up. Knees are together. Finding a slight tuck of your tailbone. Core is engaged. Shoulders are out of your ears. Finding your breath. If you'd like to bring your arms or your hands to heart center, you're welcome to do so as well. Sitting lower wherever you are at. Then check in with your breath. One more deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, drop your right knee to the ground. Beautiful job. We're going to move with breath here. So inhale, rock your weight forward. Exhale, straighten through your left leg, half splits. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Move one more time here. Inhale, forward. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, forward. Right foot meets the left, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, this time stepping your left foot back, dropping your left knee to the ground. And we'll move with our breath again. Inhaling forward. Exhale, straighten through your right leg, flexing back through your right toes. Inhale, forward. Exhale, half splits. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming forward, and then left foot meets the right at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, and take your flow. Your exhale, lowering down halfway. Inhaling, rolling over your toes. And on your exhale, lift your hips high, down dog. Maybe working your heels a little bit farther down towards the mat. Double checking that your hands are still spread wide, even as we continue to move here. Progressing with our flow here. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat. We'll move with breath this time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into your chair, sitting low, moving right into it. And then on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back. This time you're going to leave your right knee off the ground, finding a lunge, but keeping your hands on the mat, framing the left foot. You're going to keep your left foot planted as we flow here. So inhale, straighten through your left leg. Keep your hands framing your foot. Exhale, bend back into your left knee. Beautiful job. Inhale, straighten through the left leg. Exhale, find that bend. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Then right foot meets the left at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, high up on your left toes. Keep your hands framing your right foot here. Inhale, straighten through the right leg. Exhale, bend back into it. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Then left foot meets the right at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, take your flow. If at any point in time in your flow you'd like to modify up, modify down, you're always welcome to do that. Again, taking that modified flow by lowering your knees down and taking cobra. You're also invited to hold high plank, lift your hips high, going back to down dog. You can add in any extra chaturanga push-ups if you'd like as well, or floating one leg or the other. From here, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale into your chair, moving right into it. You know where to go. And then on your exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, send your right foot back. We're going to meet in a high crescent lunge here. This is your first one. So left leg is forward, right leg is back. Go ahead and lift your arms up over your head. You're high up on the back toes, deep bend in your left knee. Don't worry too much about it getting as deep in this crescent here. We're just warming up in our body. So take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, sweep chest to thigh. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale through center. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, back up. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, sweep chest to thigh. Inhale, hands up over your head. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, right foot meets your left at the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back this time. Right foot is forward, and you're going to rise into your crescent lunge. So right leg is forward, deep bend in your right knee, high up on those left toes. You guys know where we're going. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, sweep chest to thigh. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, sweep. Inhale. Exhale, last back bend. Inhale, reach high. Then exhale, plant your hands. Left foot will meet the right at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Take your flow. Maybe adding in an extra chaturanga push-up this time. Inhaling into your up dog or cobra. Then exhale, down dog. Find one good round of breath here. Deep inhale through your nose. Deep exhale out your nose. Then go ahead and drop down to your knees. I invite you here to take a break. Find a sip of water. Towel off. Whatever you need here. Any other stretches, maybe just a child's pose, some sort of restoration posture, something to lower back down your heart rate. Bring your presence back to your mat. Bring your awareness back to your mat. Just taking 2 more rounds of breath wherever you are at. Maybe coming back to your intention, your purpose for practicing today. Maybe creating a vision for what that might look like throughout the rest of your practice. After those 2 rounds of breath, whenever you are ready or whenever you are done getting your drink of water, we're going to begin to meet back in our dog. Hands shoulder distance, feet hip distance, hands spread wide. Maybe lifting your hips higher, trying to find a straight back here, working your heels down. We're going to move through a ladder flow today, so you're going to feel us working into the posture. We're going to spend some time in each one as we introduce it. And then once our body has felt it, we'll continue to move through it more at a vinyasa-like pace here. So on our inhale, we're going to point, lock, and lift our right leg. We're going to find some core work as we do this here. On our exhale, bring it into your right elbow and hold. right knee to left elbow, right knee to left wrist, right knee, right wrist, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it long, and exhale, step it through. From here, you're going to leave your left hand planted, send your right hand high, finding a twist. We're going to stay here. We're going to be high up on our back toes. Our left leg is still engaged. We're sitting low. And our right knee continuing to twist. If you'd like to find a half bind here, you can find a half bind. You can leave that right hand high, whatever you need, continuing to open through your chest, feeling that twist. Not dumping into our left shoulder, feeling lifted. Inhale that right hand high if it's not already. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat, right foot meets your left, and take your flow. You can float a leg. You can leave both legs down, inviting some intuitive movements in your practice. I did tell Mackenzie what we were doing before this, but I forgot to tell her about our nice ab exercises in between each one. So inhale, point lock and lift your left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Left knee, right elbow. Left knee, right wrist. Left knee, left wrist. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale, send it long. And then exhale, step it through. From here, you're going to twist. So right hand plants, left hand goes high. Checking in with all the things here. So we're high up on the back toes. Our right leg is still strong, still engaged. We find that deep bend in our left knee this time. If you'd like the half bind with your left hand around your lower back, you're welcome to do that. Feeling lifted, feeling strong. Finding balance, finding your breath. Continuing to open up. On your next inhale, left hand goes high if it's not already. Exhale, left hand plants. Send your left foot back to meet your right and take your flow. On your inhale, moving into your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. So as we move through, I won't do that same rectangular shape with our knee to our elbow. I'll try to switch it up, bringing in some variety to your practice. So listen carefully as we move here. Inhale, point lock and lift your right leg. Exhale, bring it to your right elbow. Drop it down to your right wrist. Up to your elbow, round through the spine. Down to your wrist. Up to your elbow. One more time, down to your wrist. Up to your elbow. Inhale, send that leg long. Exhale, step your right foot through. Inhale, right hand goes high. Exhale, we're going to revolve here. So take your right hand down the back of your left leg. Left hand goes high. Beautiful job. Just like Mackenzie here, your gaze might come forward or up towards that left hand as we're finding ourselves revolved in our twist here. So we're strong and our left leg high up on those back toes. Our hips are facing forward, our deep bend in our right knee. Finding our breath, finding our balance. One more deep inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Send your right foot back to meet your left and take your flow. Inhaling into your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Not rushing those back bends, finding those benefits. Finding integrity in each posture here. Inhale, point lock and lift your left leg. Exhale, round it in, knee to elbow. Drop it down to your wrist, up to your elbow, down to your wrist, up to your elbow. One more time. Drop it down, bring it up. Inhale, send that left leg long. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, left hand goes high, find your twist. And then bring your left hand down the back of your right leg, revolving here. Right hand goes high, left hand down the back of your right leg. Strong right leg, keep it engaged, deep bend in your left knee. Keep your hips facing forward, maybe playing with your gaze. You might wobble out of this, and that's okay. Find your balance. Find stability, find some strength. Most importantly, find your breath. Take one more deep inhale. Then on your exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Send your left foot back to meet your right. And on your exhale, you lower down halfway. Inhaling into your up dog. Exhale, lift your hips high. Down dog. Finding restoration in our dog here. So 2 breaths. Strong inhales. Exhales out your nose. On your next inhale, point, lock, and lift your right leg. Exhale, bring it to your right elbow. And bring it to your left elbow. Back to your right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow, you got this. Inhale, send it long. And on your exhale, step it through. Inhale, right hand goes high. Keep your left hand down. Then revolve. Bring it back. Beautiful job. Then find your left elbow and bring it to the outside of your right knee as we find a twist here, bringing your hands together. Great job. Twisted crescent. Deep bend in our right knee. Again, keep coming back to this, but strong in that back leg. Don't forget about it. High up on those back toes. Pressing into your hands, continuing to twist. Finding openness here. Opening your chest towards your side, wall, wherever you are at. One more inhale, and your exhale, slowly coming out of it here. Bring your hands to frame your right foot, then step your right foot back to meet your left, and take your flow. Coming back to your down dog. Just taking one breath here before we move to the left side. Inhale, point, lock, and lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it to your left elbow. Stay strong here, moving to your right elbow. Left elbow, right elbow, left elbow. One more time, right elbow, left elbow. Inhale, send it long. I'm sure you're glad that's over, and then step it through. Inhale, left hand goes high, find your twist. Then revolve your twist here, bring your left hand down your right leg. When you're ready, identify your right elbow and bring it to the outside of your left leg, finding your twist in your crescent lunge here. Strong right leg, high up on the back toes. Using the strength of your hands, pushing into each other to continue to twist open, feeling that openness in your chest. Bringing out through your spine. Come back to your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your hands to frame your left foot. Send your left foot back to meet your right and take your flow. All right, we're going to take out some of those knee to noses here as we continue to flow. So when you're ready, inhale, point, lock, and lift your right leg. This time we're going to round it in just knee to nose. Inhale, extend your right leg long. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, right hand goes high, find your twist. Exhale, bring your right hand down your left leg. Then taking your left elbow to your right knee, finding a twist. Then placing the balance into your right foot, really focus on it here. You're going to spring your left foot forward to meet your right, finding a twisted chair. Beautiful job. It might be a little bit wobbly, and that's okay. So taking this time here to come back to your balance, to come back to your alignment, double checking that one knee hasn't bumped too far ahead of the other. Bring your toes and heels together, finding that same twist. If you'd like to open up here, you can also open up. Staying low. If you'd like a half bind, you can also go there. Meeting back in that twisted chair. If you found any other movement, one more inhale all together. Exhale, forward fold. From here, we're going to find a little break from our flow here. So heel toeing your feet out about hip distance apart. We're going to take our peace fingers to our big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bowing your elbows out to the side. I invite you to find as much bend in your knees as possible to make a chest to thigh connection. No need to have straight legs here. Just finding some relief on the back. That bend in your knees will help protect your lower back here, so don't be afraid to bend your knees. Find something that feels good. We'll stay here for about 2 more breaths, so continuing to move with your breath. Your inhales, you find length. On your exhale, you pull deeper. After that second exhale, begin to release whatever bind you have, heel toeing your feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, plant your hands shoulder distance apart. Step your feet back and take your flow. Inhale, point lock and lift your left leg. Exhale, round it in, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, left hand goes high, right hand stays down. Exhale, revolve. Then your right elbow comes to your left knee, finding a twist in your crescent. And then again, placing that balance, that focus into your left foot, begin to slowly bend into your right knee as you launch your right foot forward to meet your left. Great job here. Now taking that time to come back to your alignment, making sure toes and heels are connected. One knee hasn't bumped too far in front of the other. The right knee likes to bump forward here. Then again, if you'd like to open up your arms, maybe taking your hand around your lower back for a half bind. Find one more inhale all together. Exhale, forward fold. Again, we're going to heel toe our feet out. This time we're going to move into a gorilla pose here. So you're going to lift the fronts of your feet off the mat as you begin to walk your hands underneath your feet here. Bringing your toes to meet your wrist crease. Inhale, halfway lift. And on your exhale, forward fold. Again, finding stretch, finding a little bit of relief here. Maybe use your toes to massage out your wrists here. Finding as much bend in your knees as you need. Pretend that I am right next to you, talking to you and only you, and I tell you to tuck your chin round through your spine even more. Take one more round of breath. After that exhale, begin to slowly and carefully release whatever grip you have here, heel toeing your feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands shoulder distance apart, take your flow. Again, as we move through our flow, if you are not finding integrity in each posture or you find yourself rushing or pushing through something, take a modified flow, maybe hold your high plank and just go straight back to down dog, finding what you need in your practice today. On your next inhale, point lock and lift your right leg. Exhale, round it in, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, right hand high, left hand stays. Exhale, revolve. Bringing your left elbow to your right knee, finding your twist. Then when you're ready, finding a bend in that left knee, launching forward. Stay here for a breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to a high plank and hold. We'll start with our right side, so leave your right hand planted. We're going to open up into a side plank. So you can stack here. If you need to come down to your knees, you're also welcome to. Trying to stack shoulders here. We're going to find some crunches. So inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, crunch and knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your left hand down to the mat, finding your high plank, and then taking your flow. Inhaling into your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Come back to your breath here. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale, point lock and lift your left leg. Exhale, round it in, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, left hand goes high. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, bringing your right elbow to your left knee, finding a twist in your crescent. Then when you're ready, bring your right foot forward to meet your left. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back out to a high plank. From here, we're going to rock onto our left side this time. You're always invited to drop down to your knee if you need here. When you're ready, inhale, point lock and lift your right leg. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right hand plants, stepping back into your high plank, and then taking your flow. Taking 2 breaths in your down dog here. Maybe you're working your heels farther down towards the mat if you're not already there. Finding restoration in your down dog. Then inhale, point lock and lift the right leg. Exhale, round it in, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, right hand tie. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, left elbow comes to your right knee, finding your twist. And when you're ready, launching forward, left foot meets your right, twisted chair. Deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, meeting in your high plank. Rocking your weight to your right hand, left hand goes high. Again, you're always welcome to modify here if you need. Take an inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the mat. From here, we're going to move into a side plank with your left hand down on your forearm. Sorry, a forearm side plank. So bring your left forearm down to the mat, opening up towards the opposite side here. Again, you're always welcome to modify if you need. From here, take your right hand and bring your hand to your head. So your elbow is pointing up towards the ceiling. We're going to crunch here, bring your elbow down to the mat. Beautiful job. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch it down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, crunch it down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, maybe finding a forearm plank here. Walking forward onto your toes. Take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. And then if you'd like to press up into a high plank and take your flow, if you'd like to move straight back to a down dog, you're also invited to do that. Coming back to your dog, finding your breath. We're working hard here. I know this is not easy. So take your time to come back to your breath before we move into the left side. On your inhale, point lock and lift the left leg. Exhale, round it in, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, left hand goes high, find your twist. Exhale, revolve. Inhale, right elbow to your left knee, find your twisted crescent. Then when you're ready, launch your right foot forward to meet your left. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands shoulder distance, step your feet back. We're going to begin with our side plank on our left hand. So rocking your weight over towards the left side, right hand goes high. Inhale, point lock and lift the right leg. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Then we're going to find a forearm side plank with your right hand down this time. Rocking the weight now over to the right side. You can inhale your left hand up, then bringing it to meet your head, elbow up. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch it down. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, elbow up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forearm plank. Stay here for a breath. Really protract through your shoulders. Deep inhale, strong through the core. Deep exhale. And then taking whatever movement you'd like here, you can press up, maybe opposite hand first this time, lowering down, inhaling into your up dog or cobra. And exhale, lift your hips high, down dog. Beautiful job. 2 breaths here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Then go ahead and drop down to your knees, finding a sip of water, maybe finding a child's pose here, finding a break. Taking 3 to 5 of your own breaths here. Again, maybe you can come back to your intention your mantra, maybe just acknowledging all that you have done so far, continuing to remain present and aware on your mat, taking this time for you. Taking one more slow inhale through the nose, slow exhale through the nose. And when you're ready, meeting back in down dog. I promise no more side planks, no more knee to noses here. We're just going to begin to find some balance in our practice here. So inhale, point, lock, and lift the right leg. Exhale, step it through in between your hands. Inhale, rise into your crescent. And on your exhale, open up into a warrior two. So our first warrior two of the day here. So take some time, be gentle with your body, maybe taking a few pulses as you work into it here. Maybe a few cracks, pops, whatever you need. Full job. From here, we're going to move into a half moon posture. So finding that bend in your right knee, you're going to bring your right hand down directly in front of your right foot. If you have a block or a water bottle, anything in your house, if that helps you find your balance. You begin to lift your left leg off the ground as you work to stack your shoulders, stacking your hips, finding that balance. Your block is a great support here to help bring the ground to you. Feeling that openness in your chest, you can play with your gaze. Think about your left foot here. Either point your toes, flex your toes back, do something that engages that left leg. Feeling strong, feeling open. You can always bring your left hand to your hip if you want to feel that openness. Maybe just bringing your hand there and manually thinking about stacking your left hip on top of your right. We'll stay here for another inhale. On your exhale, leave your left leg high. Bring your right hand down to the floor, finding a standing splits. Beautiful job. So reaching your left leg high, you can begin to walk your hands back towards your right foot. Tucking your chin. If you'd like to play with your balance here, you can work on bringing one hand to your right ankle or maybe both. Maybe just playing with it today, maybe trying something new that you haven't done before. One hand then the other, maybe both. Finding your breath. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, find a forward fold at the top of your mat. Deep inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, and take your flow. Meeting back in your down dog whenever you are ready. Finding 2 breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, inhale, point, lock, and lift your left leg. Exhale, step it through. On your inhale, rise into your crescent. And then on your exhale, open up into your warrior two. Great job. Again, taking those pulses here, being gentle with your body. When you're ready, we're going to move into our half moon. So that bend in your left knee. So it's going to launch you forward as you bring your left hand down to the floor or to your block or your water bottle as you begin to stack your right hip on top of your left, stacking your shoulders, feeling strong, feeling lifted in your left leg, feeling strong, feeling engaged in your right leg, either flexing or pointing your toes here. Again, you can take your right hand to your hip. You can keep that right hand high. Maybe if you want to take your balance challenge even farther, you can begin to lift your left hand off the floor if it's touching the floor or your water bottle or block. Wherever you are at, one more inhale all together. Keep your right leg up. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of your left foot, finding your standing splits. Tucking your chin, walking your hands farther back towards your left foot, reaching your right leg high. You can take your left hand around your left ankle, then maybe playing with your other hand or both. Wherever you're at, I always invite you to try something new in your practice. Continuing to breathe. One more inhale, then exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Take your final flow here. Inhaling into your up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips high, down dog. Job. We're going to move into our hips here as we begin to slow down our practice. So inhale, extend your right leg long. Exhale, step it to the outside of your right hand to find our lizard pose here, dropping your left knee down to the mat. Beginning to slowly work your elbows down to the mat, forearms as you sink into this posture here. Bringing in ease into this posture. You might find a slight bit of discomfort, and that is okay. So work on using your breath as you breathe in, sending it to those areas that are feeling tight or sore. And as you breathe out, thinking about letting it all go as you continue to melt in here. Coming back to your breath. We'll be here for 3 more rounds. Maybe beginning to sink just a little bit deeper. And after that 3rd round of breath, we're going to slowly begin to rise. So bearing more weight into your hands here, being gentle. We're going to heel toe our foot to the middle of our mat. Take an inhale to prepare, and our exhale, straighten through your right leg, finding your half splits that you'd found the beginning of your practice, but this time we're going to sink into it here. So you can begin to drop your hips down to meet the back of your mat if that is comfortable. You can always have a block. If this is uncomfortable on your knees, you're always welcome to bear more weight into your hands, into your arms, really rounding through the spine, flexing through that right foot, feeling the stretch on the back side of your right leg, feeling that roundedness through your spine. If you'd like to extend your right hand out towards your foot, you can always bring back your toes if you can reach, feeling that stretch on the front side of your right leg as well. On your next inhale, we're slowly going to rock forward here, placing the weight into your hands, being gentle as you move forward. And we're going to heel toe that right foot over towards your left wrist, and we're going to move into a pigeon here. So bringing your right knee down so that your shin is parallel with the mat or working towards parallel. Your left leg is straight back here. Take an inhale to prepare as you find length in your spine, and then on your exhale, fold forward here. If this is uncomfortable on your knees, you're always welcome to find a figure 4 lying down on your back. Slowly and gently easing in here, trying to level out through your hips. Maybe you begin to bring your forehead down towards the mat, just surrendering in. Maybe coming back to that idea of sending your breath to any areas of the body that are calling for it. If your mind begins to wander, you can come back to your breath, maybe counting in for the count of 4 and exhaling for the count of 4. Or the thought of I am breathing in and I am breathing out. We'll be here for 2 more rounds of breath. So maybe moving deeper here as you relax through the body. After that second round of breath, I want you to slowly begin to rise by bearing more weight into your hands, being gentle. You're going to tuck through your left toes as you work your way up into your hands, and then sending your right leg long, and then right foot meets the left. Moving into our left side when you're ready, inhale, point, lock, and lift your left leg. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. From here, you can drop your right knee down, untucking those right toes, working your forearms, elbows down to the mat as you move into your lizard pose on this side. Slowly surrendering your body down, feeling that openness in your hips, being gentle with where you're at today. Remembering that if you're used to a practice in the hot room, that your body might not be as open as you are used to in the hot room, and that is okay. Remembering that day to day, your practice changes. Some days you might be more tight, more flexible than others, just working with where you're at today and using your breath to be your guide. We'll take one more round of breath here. So deep inhale through your nose. Deep exhale, let it all go. Then slowly and mindfully begin to rise here, being gentle. And when you are ready, begin to heel toe that left foot to the center of your mat. Take a deep inhale to prepare as you rock forward. Then exhale, straighten through your left leg, bringing your hips to your right heel. That is comfortable. If that works in your body, you can always just bear more weight into your hands if this is uncomfortable on your knees. Tucking through the chin, rounding through the spine, feeling length on the back side of your left leg. Maybe feeling how much farther you can sink into this posture than you were able to as we warmed up at the beginning of our practice. You'd like to flex back through your left toes, or even take your left hand, wrap it around the top of your foot. Use your hand to manually help flex those toes back towards your face, feeling the stretch on the front side of your left leg as well. 2 more breaths here. After that second exhale, begin to slowly rise, using your hands to walk your body back forward towards the top of your mat. From here, you're going to begin to heel toe your left foot towards your right hand, preparing for your pigeon here, bringing your shin down to the mat, one day, someday parallel with your mat, sending your right leg out long, toes point towards the back of your mat. Take an inhale as you find length through the spine, and on your exhale, forward fold. Working elbows, maybe your forehead down to the mat, leveling out through your hips. Use your breath to find ease. Don't allow your mind to wander somewhere else. Stay present, stay aware. Maybe breathing in for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Using your breath to work through any discomfort. Maybe moving a little bit deeper here as you find ease. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. Soaking up all the benefits of your physical practice here. Staying as present and as aware even as we close out our practice as you were at the beginning. Then when you're ready, slowly beginning to rise here, bearing the weight into your hands as you rise. Once your weight is in your hands, begin to tuck your right toes, send your left leg back high. Beautiful job, then left foot meets your right. From here, we're going to find our sits bones. So if you'd like to do a jump through or just drop down to your knees, whatever you'd like. If you're a jump through, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and send your feet through your hands as you begin to find your sits bones. From here, we're slowly going to lower down onto our backs. You have options. At this point, if you just want to fall onto your back, you're welcome to. I'll cue you through a boat pose if you'd like to go there. So for our boat pose, we'll lift our feet off the ground, chest proud, arms extended, engage through the core. If you'd like to straighten through your legs, you can. If you'd like to stay bent, that's great as well. We're going to slowly lower down for the count of 5, 4, engage through your core, 3, proud chest, 2, 1. Go ahead and hug your knees up and into your chest. Round through your spine. Maybe you rock it out side to side just a little here. I want you to take the last 5 breaths of this practice here to do something intuitive for your practice. Whether that's a happy baby, whether that's staying in this cannonball position, whether that's extending your feet up towards the ceiling, whether that's moving right into your Savasana, I want you to find something in your practice that brings back some intuitive movement, some creativity, something that is calling for you today. Putting your stamp on your practice here. 2 more breaths wherever you are at. Then we'll close out all together here, bringing our knees up and into our chest for one final hug. Bring your forehead up to your knees. Give yourself one more squeeze. Deep inhale. Then exhale. Allow your legs to go long. Heels to fall in. Toes to go out. Arms down. Taking this chance for your Shavasana here. In the hot room, we find it easy to stay as the music continues to play and the teacher speaks. So finding this rest in your home is something that might not come easy to you. So I challenge you to make it count. Before you get too comfortable, find a way to bring a bit more ease to your body. Maybe that's extending your heels farther down your mat and then shimmying out your hips, lifting your shoulders, feeling them fall farther down your spine, maybe lifting your head off your mat and then tucking your chin even more. Find a posture that brings ease and light and softness into your body as you begin to soak in all the benefits of your physical practice today. Finding gratitude, honoring yourself for putting in the time, the hard work, and the effort. Celebrating the fact that you were able to do something for yourself today, that you were able to accomplish so many things that are physically and mentally challenging. You did the hardest part of all, which was showing up on your mat and turning this video on. So taking as much time as you will like in your Shavasana, as much time as you need today. I want to thank you for practicing with Mackenzie and I today. I can't wait to see you all back in the hot room whenever we are able to. Namaste.